What's going on, world-class athlete? Do you tighten up or hesitate under pressure? What's the key to transform anxiety into confidence and power? My forehand always used to feel really tight and anxious under pressure, and I would fail kind of like that. But everything transformed for me, and now when I hit out on my forehand, I'm able to hit with both power and consistently, feeling totally in flow and confident. And I believe that you can make this transformation too by mastering the 3 parts of this video of the loading, the acceleration, and the mindset tips that I learned from literally some of the best coaches in the world about how to transform and take anxiety, pressure, and turn it into confidence and power of exactly how to think to succeed at the highest levels of the game and really expand your experience on the court, leveling up into your highest performing self. So I'm super thrilled to jump right in where you're gonna master the loading. So what's the key for you to feel totally in control and be able to generate that effortless power on your forehand? The key has everything to do with the loading. That's gonna be broken down into the split step, the unit turn, and the backswing. Every single top pro in the game is gonna execute this exact same sequence. And the huge benefits of this are that it allows you to get set to the ball early and generate power from those bigger muscles, giving you that confidence under pressure. So now you understand the benefits, let's jump into the step-by-step process of how to execute this at a world-class level. Phase number 1, every single top pro is gonna land a wide split step. From there, as they adjust to the ball, they're gonna rotate their entire body as a unit, holding with 2 hands on the racket till their arm is at about 3 o'clock or lined up with the middle of the chest, just like that. From there, once they get loaded up, they're gonna release and set their racket at about 5:30. If this was 6, this would 3, here would be about 5:30. As they release, they're gonna also stretch their off arm across more, which is gonna engage the core muscles and allow you to get that maximum amount of acceleration from the core, just like that. So now that you've mastered the step-by-step process of exactly how to split, turn, and then execute your backswing, let's jump into the acceleration. So what's the key for you to rip your forehand and transfer and channel anxiety into confidence and power? The key, I believe, is for you to understand exactly what muscles to use, and then a breakthrough technique that I learned from Dr. Brian Gordon over at the Rick Macci Academy that allowed me to transform my forehand. So let's start with a quote that is on the wall actually at the Rick Macci Academy. And it says, if you hit out, 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 your ball is gonna go in, in. Now, why is this true? Why is it that by accelerating more, you can actually get more consistency? And this can be identified through breaking down the biomechanics of the forehand. As you get loaded up, what you wanna do after you've executed your backswing is drive the leg, rotate the body, and accelerate by pulling the arm forward using primarily your pec and your shoulder muscles. By pulling your arm forward, your racket will initially flip and then go to the second phase of the forehand, known as the transition point. The transition point is the key for you to be able to hit out and generate topspin at the same time. Now, what you'll notice is that as I accelerate my arm forward, my arm actually travels on an arc path, initially away, but then after I reach the transition point, it's now gonna travel more towards the center of my body. As my arm travels towards the center of my body, watch what happens to the racket face. I get that turnover, I get that spin. So what this means for you is that by using the pec and shoulder and really hitting out on the ball, the more you swing out, the more that arm is gonna travel towards the midline, which is therefore gonna give you that topspin. So remember, to hit the ball in, you wanna hit and swing out, because that's gonna allow you to tap into that topspin and consistency. So now that you have mastered exactly what muscles to use and you understand how by accelerating more, you can actually get more consistency and spin, let's close with world-class mindset tips I learned that allowed me to transform and be able to play my best tennis and transform anxiety into confidence. So the absolute best way you wanna think to transform that anxiety into confidence and really be able to rip out on the ball and play your best most consistent, confident tennis can be summed up from a quote that I learned from Rick Macci. And essentially what he said is having the ability to forget is more important than the ability to remember. Because when you get out there and you're playing a match or you're really wanting to hit your best shots, it's likely that you are gonna make mistakes. You are gonna fail. And it's so true because the best players in the world in their matches usually only win about 50 to 60% of the points. So it's not about winning every point, but it's about how you handle those losses. And you wanna have like amnesia. You wanna forget all your losses and only remember your successes. So remember, the next time you step out on the court, when you make mistakes, just forget about it. Reset, step right up to that next point with a positive mindset, remembering your best shots, and you're gonna get momentum and you'll be able to succeed, you'll be able to grow while applying these technical points that you learned in this video. So athletes, that concludes this video. I hope you absolutely love this video. I had a huge pleasure shooting it for you. I hope you were inspired. I hope you got loads of value. As always, make sure to click that like button, click that subscribe button, and I'll see you on next week's video. Let's go.